Hello and welcome, this is Nutri-Ingredients USA and I'm Stephen Daniels. I'm very pleased to be joined by FJaksch, who is the CEO of Chromadex. Thanks for joining us, Frank.
Thank you for having me here.
Now, in previous years, you and I have had quite a few conversations about dry labbing. There's been quite a few things said about it. It was on Dateline NBC. There was a recent Herbalgram article that you co-authored.
Yep.
I mean, it's naive to think that this is going away overnight. Are we still seeing examples of this? I mean, is there anything that really sticks out for you in the industry of a kind of clear proof that it's still going on?
Right. Well, I mean, it hasn't gone away, and like last time we met, I think it was last year, it's morphed into sort of a selective dry labbing in some cases, but we've seen more recent examples to relevant topics such as a lot of this pre-workout type samples, DMAA, and ingredients related to those types of products, and we have seen some reports with some fairly suspect data that, in fact, in a lot of cases is opposite of a lot of other data, so which of course causes a lot of questions to be asked about that.
Yeah, I mean, we look at the pre-workout supplement, everyone's looking for the kind of the next DMAA almost.
Right.
Are you seeing, I mean, getting away from dry labbing, looking at pre-workouts in general, what are you seeing in terms of the new DMAA? I mean, there's been a couple of ingredients mentioned, but...
Yeah. Well, we don't see it going the right direction right now.
Really?
Actually, we see it going the opposite direction of what you'd expect, is that because of DMA and what had happened with DMA, that people would be moving a different direction from things like DMA, and we see the opposite. Right now, we're being approached by all sorts of sort of suspect alkaloids that are the replacement DMAs, and I can tell you we're tracking probably at least 4 or 5 examples of new alkaloids, and the reason I say it's going the wrong way is that some of these are very suspect in the sense I think they're getting more dangerous, not less dangerous, at least based on the ones that we're seeing.
So if we're looking at the pre-workout segment in particular, it's big. So I mean, like, where's the money coming from to develop these products, and who's manufacturing these products? It's not guys in their garage.
Well, I mean, that's a very good point. I mean, these companies that create these types of products that have been very successful in generating revenue or generating success with revenue, it can't exist in this market in a vacuum. They have support. So although I know that everyone likes to hold them up as, quote, the handful of bad actors that are not representative of the market, well, that may be true, but what's not true is that they have very large companies in some cases that are upstanding participants in this market that are supporting these guys by manufacturing product for them, and in some other cases actually financing these companies during their growth.
And there's a couple of these companies that are members of trade associations, which adds a certain...
That adds
an endorsement almost.
Well, that adds a certain complexity to it as well, and again, I think that just goes that the industry as a whole, although they like to condemn these companies as not representative of the market, in a lot of cases there's a wide degree of support that is provided to these types of companies, and some of that support even through their ability to buy membership into trade associations.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, certainly wouldn't want to beat up on the industry on this one. It's about how do you get it moving in the right direction? How do you break the chain on this?
That's the key question. Is that the problem is if these companies continue to have support and they're getting support, why? Because of economics.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money, and people are drawn to the dollars that are coming from these types of products, and unless you can break that chain, if companies have to stop making products and supporting these companies, and if you don't do that, it's never going to change. DMA products, it may be USB Labs one day today, tomorrow it's going to be the replacement company for that with something else. And it's never going to stop unless these companies that participate in this market stop supporting these guys. And then, unless that happens, I don't see it ever changing.
It's interesting. We're going to have to watch this space then.
Yeah.
Well, thanks very much for that, Frank.
Thanks.
For Nutri-Ingredients USA, I'm Stephen Daniels.